Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Love you guys. Thanks for being here today. As you can see, I am doing a new little challenge for February from Diane Antone Studios. It's called Every Day a Doodle, and it starts out with a watercolor practice, and then you can add some pens if you like, of which I have plenty. Black and white is usually what she ends up using. But anyway, so the first thing that you do is you print this out if you want to. It's you can get it online. She has all of her shorts on YouTube of this challenge, and so far it's been a lot of fun. And you break your page up into 12. I mean, this is 9, but you can break it up into 12. She does hers in 12. I made mine into 9. But it's basically all through the month of February, and it's going to be a really fun challenge. So far, you know, these are just small squares. Her squares are 2 by 2 or something like that. So easy enough to work in and just to doodle a day. It's just to keep you practicing. And the brushes that I use are Silver Black Velvet. This is a 12, an 8, and a 4, and they're all round brushes. And she uses something else, of course. She's got a ton of brushes. She's a major watercolor person, so that's only part of what I do. But the paints that I'm using, I mean, she said use whatever you have. These are Crayolas, and they do pretty vibrant colors. And then I also have these wreaths that I bought years ago from a Goodwill grab bag, and this is my palette for those. And I just have little blobs, and I just mix and match on this. Easy as that. And then my watercolor paper is this. It's a Strathmore, what color? 12, 9 by 12, 140 pound. So nothing special. But yeah, so today's prompt is Day 6, and it is Stacked Stones Zen Rock Balancing. So I'll set that aside, and you put a background down first, and I chose this kind of purpley color for the background. And let's zoom you down. I think with this it's going to be some browns and grays and blacks, right? And I've got some right here in this corner of my palette. So let's focus down on that while I paint. Let's scoot things over so you're all in frame. And when I have water, I have a dirty water, and then I have a clean water. So this is the dip first, and this is the second dip. So, and you know, the other one gets eventually, it gets dirty, and I think I'll probably use the medium-sized brush for this to start. And I'm just gonna get going on this. And let me think. I also can use my spray bottle. And it can be whatever you like. In the doodle part, you can doodle with the brush itself if you want to practice on your control. But I like to do it with a pen as well. So I'm just taking some color off of my palette and making some blobs. And she has examples of all of these prompts on her shorts from her YouTube channel. So you can check that out, and you can get the list if you want to get going on it. But yeah, this is fun. I'm really enjoying it. It's very relaxing. There, I'm just going to call that good. My rocks are goofily and precariously perched. Gonna let that dry. I mean, you know what? Let's add some other color. Grab some brown. Just a little bit. just to give it some dimension and depth. I haven't watched what she's done with this prompt yet. This top one is really dark, so I'm gonna grab a tissue and pull some of that color off. There. Okay, so far that looks cool. Oh, I really like it. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna get that to dry. Okay, so I pulled out a couple of markers. I have jelly rolls and I have the silver. That's kind of fun. May use that. And this Tombow calligraphy pen. Yeah. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of outlining here on the bottom. This isn't supposed to take a long time, but if you'd like to do it longer, let's accent some of the lines that I have kind of made with the paint. And it's kind of cool already. Let's get some white. Let's see, I think it was the 10 that worked best. Let's practice on my finger. Sometimes that's what it takes. And give it a little bit of shine. And that's about it for this prompt. I mean, so simple. I think that's why I chose it. It's just because there's such a simplicity to it, and you have time. I mean, it doesn't take much time at all. So 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, whatever. And that's the doodle. That is my doodle. And you can add so many more. This is called stacked stones. Let's put a 6 in the corner. Stacked stones. I like it. How about some dots too? Give them some texture, and I'll give you a really good close-up here in just a second. And then we also make sure that we paint the next square so that it's ready for the next prompt. Let's see, let's go with let's take the big one. And let's go with, I've got a light blue up there. Let's do a little bit of a blue. And just gently go through here. Let's add a little red just to make it a little different than the one up high. There. And that will dry. So here's a close-up of it. You can see all the little textures, and how easy was that? Such a simple prompt. So glad for this. So thank you, Diane Antone, for your little prompt of watercolor doodling. A doodle a day for February of 2025. Love you guys. Maybe you can check that out. Diane Antone she's on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. So yeah, a lot of good inspiration from her. That's it for this video. Thanks for coming on over. Take care. Love you guys. And as always, God bless. Bye-bye.